What you're seeing now is my normal state.
Give your meat a good old rub. Yeah, boy.
This is a Super Saiyan. And this is what is known as a Super Saiyan that is ascended past a Super Saiyan. You could just call this a Super Saiyan 2.
What a useless transformation. You've changed your hair, so what?
Oh God, it's so good. So good. So good and tasty.
What was that bacon? Double ascended?
And this
What's he doing?
is to go even further beyond.
The trash! It sucks playing the shit!
Son of a bitch. Let's do this thing.
So many faces, restaurants for all to see. Here I am, in the last, just that wants to be free.
It's always so hard for me to review an album like this. An album that I don't love nearly as much as I want to, coming from a band I used to hold in such high regard. In Flames is the reason I enjoy melodic death metal, full stop. Tracks like Take This Life and Crawl Through Knives are still some of my favorite tracks, and I'm not sure if I'd be nearly the metalhead I am today without In Flames kicking that door open for me. And that's not to say I haven't enjoyed their major stylistic jump into alternative metal, with Sounds of a Playground Fading either. That album in particular I can still play from start to finish, and not question the stylistic change in the slightest. Siren Charms and Battles, on the other hand... You know what? While I'm on the subject of those LPs, can I just take a minute to talk about production values for a second? How in the fuck does a group of musicians who have been in the industry for decades produce back-to-back records of production incompetency? Seriously, where and how and who is producing this music? What explains making an album in 2016 that sounds worse than something recorded and professionally produced a decade earlier? No matter what kind of system I play Siren Charms or Battles on, every track sounds lifeless and empty. It's bewildering to me how this can be a thing. So, to formally begin my review, if I had to rank the production value here, I would certainly place it above Battles and Siren Charms. It sounds much more akin to Sounds of a Playground Fading, if not slightly better. It feels like actual effort was put into the production on this thing. Once we dive into the songwriting on Eye the Mask, however, I'm left with a sense of confusion and disappointment. The first few tracks on here call back to the good old melodic death days, and they're fucking amazing. They make you wonder why they never stuck with the sound that they're obviously so comfortable and confident with. Yes, I know the lineup of the band hasn't been consistent in years. I'm just saying it's evident that melodic metal is the sound that clearly works in Flames' favor. But then, before you know it, This Is Our House figuratively kicks in your front door and proceeds to ransack the bitchin' party you've been having up to that point. Huh, it's kind of funny how fitting that title is, now that I think about it. So many door breaching analogies already.
FBI, open up!
But why? We were having such a great time. Everything was going so smoothly. What did I do to deserve this hell? What really bothers me is that In Flames has proven that they can make alt metal that is pretty good. Again, I like Playgrounds Fading, and I don't hate it when bands try to appeal to a wider audience by lightening up their sound either. I mean, just look at Parkway Drive's Reverence from last year. That LP is basically dad rock, and I still find it just epic and heavy enough to be enjoyable. But what is this lazy, uninspired, children chanting pablum? It's not even passable alt metal anymore. It's the same lazy garbage that Battles was entirely composed of. And the songs following House, I'm just calling it House from now on, what a stupid fucking title, do not do much to save it. In fact, most of the rest of the LP feels like it's coasting. We Will Remember and In This Life are entirely forgettable. Burn just sounds like a watered down, annoying version of the actual good songs from earlier in the LP. And Jesus Christ on a Christmas cross! Can someone explain to me what the fuck Deep Inside is? It starts with this completely random Egyptian sounding flute melody, transitions into a heavy, semi-screaming coupled verse, and then the chorus is a soft, half-cocked attempt at something motivational and uplifting. Fuck me right out of my goddamn wheelchair. I've listened to this song a dozen more times than I ever wanted to, and I still can't tell you what the purpose of it is or why it's here at all. This Is Our House might be the worst track on Eye the Mask, but Deep Inside is the most chaotic, confusing, and all around con-fucking-voluted. Okay. Breathe. Just breathe. Calm down. We're almost at the end of it. The only redemption found in the second half of this apathetic effort is Stay With Me, a well-tempered acoustic ballad that builds up into an emotionally charged power ballad by the end. This track is legitimately powerful. And alongside Follow Me, it proves that In Flames still knows how to use and abuse acoustic in all the right ways. So what you're left with is an LP that builds you up, gives you exactly what you've been wanting for years, and then, insultingly, almost purposefully, calls the SWAT team to your house as some sort of twisted and cruel practical joke, ruining the night for everybody and tainting the fun we had all been having. I don't get it. I don't want to get it. I'm not even mad anymore. I'm just disappointed. But hey, at least it wasn't as bad as Battles. 4 SWAT agents equipped with jester masks out of 10. My name is Sir Crips. Thank you for listening. If you like what you're hearing, you know what to do.